My name's Shianne Omlin, and I'm a state proficiency finalist in the area of dairy production placement, where I'm currently employed at Diamond Dairy. Diamond Dairy was established in 1989 by my grandparents and has been family owned and operated since. My part on the dairy and in the industry started as a child, but a paid job wasn't offered until my freshman year of high school. Since starting as a rookie employee doing the jobs no one wanted, I've been promoted several times, with my latest promotion being our newborn calf unit manager. A typical day starts off at 5:45 a.m., slow and steady. We chase all the milk cows up from the free stalls to the feed bunks to eat while we do our morning cleaning. In regards to biosecurity, this consists of scraping fecal matter off of the curbs with handheld scrapers and opening all corral gates for easy access cleaning. We then go back through the milk cow strings, move the fecal matter away from the curbside and towards the middle of the lane. From here, we take our flush water to help push the waste down to the separating system, where the solids are later composted for new bedding resources, and the liquids are used to replace nitrogen in the soil throughout our farmland. Any new cows that are introduced to our herd from other facilities are pre-checked by our vet and are then quarantined for 2 weeks upon arrival. With our hospital cows, I separate them into their own individual pen in the hospital string until they are cleared by the vet. Animals that are ill or infectious are milked into a separate bucket and then dumped to ensure no milk contamination in the tank. After they are released to the regular production strings, I clean and lime the pens to ensure that no animal diseases are passed between our herd. My day continues on to the fresh cow pens, where I am in charge of every decision for newborn calves. I start this important task off by testing the quality of colostrum to ensure that our calves are digesting what they need to set the foundation of their immune systems. I use a Brix refractometer to evaluate a cow's colostrum, and a test scoring a Brix 22% is considered high quality and most ideal for calf intake. If the milk is not classified as high quality, it is disposed of and the buckets are thoroughly cleaned. In these scenarios, we go to the calf barn where we store any extra colostrum in the freezer that did qualify as high quality to feed the new calves. After I have established the colostrum quality, we warm the milk up in the bottle in a bucket of hot water with the water temperature measuring at 140 degrees Fahrenheit for 60 minutes. During this process, the colostrum goes through pasteurization. During pasteurization, the immunoglobulins are released from a fatty casing and are therefore more easily digested by calves. Before bottle feeding, I test the warmth of the milk on the inside of my wrists to make sure that it is acceptable for calves to intake and digest without harm. After feeding the calves, I take a cup of iodine and dip their navel to prevent any infection and then give them a first defense tube, which gives them an extra boost of vitamins to help them survive their first days of life. On top of the general feeding and health precautions, I also tag the calves with RFIDs and 2 other tags with their calf number on them. This is to keep accurate records of about how many animals we have on the facility and to keep track of any health records they may obtain within their lifespan. I track these records for every animal to ensure that they are in line with what the vet says they should be for age, lactation, and production status. Along with our newborn calves, we treat our older calves with just as much attention. Our older calves between the ages of 4 months and 8 months are fed calf starter grain. This grain provides volatile fatty acids to the calf's digestive system and also helps start fermentation in the rumen. Without fermentation, the rumen will not develop and set the heifer up for failure and a short life on our dairy. Our first string of heifers gets 2 5-gallon buckets of calf starter grain to split among 25 heifers. This way, each heifer gets about half a gallon of grain each, twice a day. These numbers continue to be accurate within all strings of heifers containing 25 animals. Throughout the day, I also keep an eye out for any issues regarding the welfare and structural integrity of our cows. If the cows seem sick, I move them up to the hospital pen for further evaluation, where I listen to their lungs, do a visual evaluation, and then determine if the vet needs to be called for further diagnosis or if I can provide aid with vitamins and not sell. To me, the most rewarding aspect of my SAE is how I have been able to live the life of an agriculturalist since I was little. Growing up in animal agriculture has given me a passion and fondness for the dairy and livestock industry as a whole. With my parents pushing me to be active on the dairy, I have been able to pursue my interest in animal nutrition and the impacts of colostrum quality. With this background and passion, I have decided to attend Oklahoma State University and major in animal sciences so I can become a ruminant nutritionist.